All right, and we're back. Verified the podcast.
That was a great clap. Good for you.
Yeah, we gotta clap before every. Why do we have to do that? Why is that?
It's like, okay, so like when you see someone's hands go together, you can link the sound with the video.
Oh.
So it's like, put the big wave there.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Sweet. Well,
shouts outs to our editors.
Yeah, a little inside job there. We got a TED Talk coming. Yeah, dude. What's going on? I don't know. It's fucking. We've been doing this, dude. We've been doing this for like a little while now. We've been doing this for like, I don't know, like 14 weeks or something, which, I mean, that's just a lot of weeks to be doing a thing, you know? And
it is.
Honestly, like.
Good for us.
Yeah, dude, good for us.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's fucking levels to this slum shit, dude. And we're fucking in there. And, dude, honestly, to everyone that's listening to this, to everyone that's listening to this, dude, like, there are people that are listening to this that I've never talked to. Like,
yeah,
I've never spoken to. I don't know in real life. I mean, we were checking the like analytics or whatever for the podcast, and it was just like, you know, it's going really good, man. And I just want to say a big TY.
Big TY.
To everyone that's listening, the people that like I probably talk shit to in high school, and the people that probably talk shit to me, you know, are listening to this shit, dude. Like that's just cool, you know.
A ton of people that I haven't talked to in a long time have like come up to me, and this is like their thing that we talk about now.
Yeah, dude.
Which is weird, really weird.
Very weird. Like, dude, there are kids that used to throw like paper balls at me in school. They're like, "Hey, dude, I'm listening to you on YouTube."
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, what? I'm like, really?
Dude, that was so funny, that Lady Gaga bit.
Yeah, dude.
Like, oh.
First of all, always a kill. I did an open mic the other night, and I did like a Lady Gaga bit, and the guy that was hosting open mic was this gay dude, and he was like, "If you talk about Gaga, you get an extra minute." And I was like, thanks.
Yeah.
So I like mumbled for a minute. But yeah, dude, it's been really cool. So shout out everyone that's like listening to this and going, yeah, I'm one of those people that they're talking about. Cause you
know who you
that.
are.
Mm-hmm. You fucking deserve that, dude. You fucking deserve that, dude. Like I talked about this in the first podcast, and we're all family, and you know, and this is a growing family, and there's no.
And we're the dads.
We're the dads, dude. We're the queen bees, and you're just the nectar that keeps us the toasty honey, dude. That toasty honey that keeps us the podcast, you know?
Yeah.
Why we're all verified. And I never talked about why we called this verified. Have I ever spoken about that?
Well, you like at one point you called me and you're like, dude, I'm like, I gotta like say something on the podcast. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it, and I was like, I never like even like, why did I even
and
call
there
it
is
that?
a reason.
Yeah. And I talked about it on my buddy Pat's podcast, and my buddy Pat's podcast is called Mouth Breather, and I was on that recently.
Check it out.
You can listen to that. And I talk about me and Brendan's podcast here, and the cool part about the reason I named it, I think, Verified. Well, I called Brendan one day. I was like, "Do you think this is a cool name?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's fucking cool."
Yeah.
You know. And first and foremost, I just thought it was a cool name. You know what I mean? I googled it. There wasn't anything prominent about that already had it. You know what I mean? And I was like, "This is a cool name." And I kind of think that people always want to be verified. Like that people, like I guess people on social media and everything, they're like, they strive to be, they have the little blue check mark next to their name. You know what I mean? And you can't give it to yourself. You know what I mean? Like someone has to like go and be like, this dude's good enough to be blue marked. You know what I mean? He's a celebrity. He's got a lot of followers. He's cool, you know? And I don't know. I don't want to have to wait for like a guy at a desk to click yes. You know what I mean? Just for me to be like happy with what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So I call it verified because I'm verifying myself. So put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it.
Yeah.
You know?
This is also a philosophy podcast.
Roll that doobie up, blow it through, you know? It's all love, man.
That's a great reason, by the way.
I think it's a good reason.
That's a great reason.
I think it's a good reason, you know?
Because that's what we always talk about that. Like, people have, like, given us criticism and, like, dude. You know, it's kind of just like you take what you want and you leave the rest kind of thing. Dude.
Dudes have come up to me and been like, just like, no, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Big time.
What the fuck are you even doing, dude? Like, people that I love, you know what I mean? So it's like, you just got to do what you got to do, man. You know?
Yeah. Like, parents aren't big on the podcast.
Parents usually aren't. You know what I mean? My mom and dad are actually,
your parents are
they're
awesome.
growing on it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, at first they were like, you swear a lot. And I was like, yeah, well, that's what it's like when you're not there, you know?
I feel like we don't even do that. Like,
not anymore.
Honestly, it was like a nervous thing.
It was a nervous habit. I was like, yeah, dude, and I'll fucking butt. You know what I mean? And then, like, you know, and I was like, wait a second, I just said the F word 38 times, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude, like I said, there's fucking levels to the slum shit. And we're in the slums, dude. We're in the slums.
Millionaires.
We're slumdog fucking gajillionaires, dude, and we're rising above.
We also need to mention our new
yeah, it's been a different setup every week, and it's hilarious.
And last week was next level weird for me personally. It was just like I'm sitting on a couch.
Brendan wasn't about the couch. Brendan got his desk back. Yeah, dude. That dude was like, hey, I'm not fucking sitting on that couch again. And I was like, why? He's like, cause there's levels to this slum shit. And I was slumped into that fucking couch too far.
I literally did it like, okay, so my thing is I need something to do with my hands all the time. Yeah. Now I have a desk full of things to touch.
400 pens to just clickety click.
Yeah, these are from work. I stole them from work.
Nice.
But like in the video, I was like messing with this the whole time, and it was just like I had to like turn away from you, and it was just the whole,
it was a weird.
It was a whole thing.
And we were so violently close. Like, it was
but
like
at the same time in the video, you can tell we were like trying to stay like away from each other.
Dude, yeah. But I mean, I sit like, if you're watching the video podcast, I sit with like my leg. I gotta sit like on my leg. Like if I'm ever on Ellen, you're gonna see me
perched.
with like I gotta have like an extended. By the way, shout out the Jays. I got the Jays on as usual. But yeah, dude, I gotta I got a whacked out spine. So
you do.
I do. I gotta get an X-ray. I went to the doctor for my
Ruoff.
Yeah, dude. Hey, boo.
Did you ever talk about when he said what he said to you?
What?
When he listened to it?
Oh yeah. If you're like
you
a new person tuning into the podcast, I recently talked about my chiropractor. He listened to the podcast and he liked it, and he was like, hey man, give me a little shout out, and I'll give you a little shout out on my chiropractor page. And at the time I was like, that's a great deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just in case his other back people want to listen to me. But yeah, he told me he listened to the episode that I shot him out in, and I don't know. I
which
shot
is wild because you cannot like search that. We did not mention him.
No, I told him the episode. Yeah, I told him what it was called.
Okay.
Yeah, I can you imagine
that he's like scrubbing through our episodes?
Well, dude, he added me on Facebook at like my consultation. Like I went there and he was like, yeah, so I think I can do this and do this for you. And yeah, pretty good. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like I'll make an appointment, And then he added me on Facebook and I was like, oh, okay. So we're like friends and shit now, huh? Yeah.
That was like after he elbow dropped your back.
I was like, yeah, dude. Like, oh, and then it felt so good, but like my back still hurts. So I went to the doctor because I was having stomach pains because I was eating shit all the time, and he was like, your back's weird. Like that's when you got like
really?
a bunk. Well, I mean, like
I didn't know he was like, oh
Well, I told him.
When you hear a
hurt.
doctor go, "Oh shit!"
He didn't go, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
I didn't walk in. He wasn't like, "What was this? What are you, Gumby?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I told him that like my spine. I was like my neck. I'm always like, "Oh fuck!" You know what I mean? I'm always like bending my neck back, like fuck. You know? And he's like, "Yeah, dude, you probably got to do some like therapy and shit. You know? Get it back on track." You know. But yeah, dude.
All that World of Warcraft, bro.
Yeah, dude.
It did things to your back.
All that World of Warcraft. Oh man, me and Brendan used to sit in my basement.
Hell yeah!
And I would play World of Warcraft, and he'd watch me.
I would watch him. That's actually not a lie at all. Like not even a little bit.
He'd be so mad, dude. I let him play for 15 minutes, and I played for 6 hours.
Literally, it was like, all right, yeah, well, like you play for an hour, and then I play for an hour, and then like I'd play for an hour, and Bar's like, all right, yeah, switch. And I'll be like, all right. Fucking 3 hours later,
like, wait. I'd always be just in the middle of something.
Yeah,
you know, I'm almost done. Collecting gold.
I could literally never get past level 20 though,
dude.
I was like I literally used to get so distracted. I would like run around the city and like be that dude that like pretends to be a dwarf in a game and be like, "Hey, what's your name?" You know,
and meet friends in World of Warcraft. You know,
that game was fun as hell. So
that game is fun as hell. What the fuck? Hey, if you don't,
I try getting back into it. I couldn't.
I always try to get back. Do you ever play? You ever play a game when you're a kid that you love? You try to get back into it, and you're just like,
yeah,
it's not the same, bro.
Yeah,
it's not the same, dude. Oh my god, it was the best when like I would go home and I would try to download the game like when it first came out, when I was first trying to play this game, and it was a computer game and no one knows what World of Warcraft is. It's a fucking computer game, and
you
it's
run
like
around and fucking kill things with swords.
Yeah, you're like a little magician.
And by the way, anyone who's like even halfway like judging this, like you obviously don't fucking know what it's like.
I want you to get
going into a dungeon with Craftmaster
over here. Hey, you don't fucking know shit. Hey, if you
straight from a South Park episode.
If you haven't gone in to the Wailing Caverns, bro.
Yeah, bro.
With fucking Gold Slate. What was your freaking character's name?
No, like all dwarfs. Literally all dwarfs.
He'd name them all only D names. Brendan would only be a dwarf, and he'd only name them like Dingle and Dwangle.
No.
What was it? Thoin. Oh,
Thoin.
man.
Yeah. That was my dude. That was my dude.
He named a guy Thoin.
You named...
That was so, dude. I logged on and I saw it and I was like, Thoin.
It sounds like an inner thigh muscle.
Yeah, dude, it is. I'm guaranteed. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, Craftmaster is.
That was the first. That was my first character.
He's gonna be really into crafts. He's
the master of crafts. But dude, yeah. Hey, if you haven't walked, yeah, dude, you ain't shit. You ain't shit if you haven't played World of Warcraft for 10 seconds, dude. Game was unreal. I would
like the low key people in high school. They used to be like, "Yeah, bro, you're like,
dude,
you play World of Warcraft, right?"
Unreal.
Like, no.
Dude, people were so ashamed that they played video games in high school. It's like, dude, what do you cares? You play whatever you want to play. Play whatever you want to play, you know? But dude, the best part was like when I first started playing we didn't have Macs and shit like that, dude. Like when I started playing, I was like fucking 11 years old. And I put on this big blue blocker computer, like it was like the big, Windows Vista, PC, crazy thing. And it would take like 17 hours to download something.
Oh yeah.
Like it would be like, and then like 4 hours later, it would be like, you know what I mean?
The way I got introduced to it was my brother brought it home. He had like played it at his buddy's house, and I watched it download with my brother for like, I'm not kidding, like 14 hours. There was like 7 discs.
The same shit. Me and my little brother. My little brother wanted to play so bad, dude. My brother Eric, he wanted to play so. Now he's unreal at video games.
Stud, yeah.
Now he's unreal, and
That dude's a beast. Shout out Eric.
Shout out Eric. Do you know what's crazy?
What?
I gotta briefly talk about this. This is how much of a family we actually are in this podcast, dude. Not only is it because my brother's actually my family, but he had a project at school. I didn't even tell you this yet. He had a project at school where he had to choose a podcast.
Dude, my cousin literally said the same thing to me.
Dude, a bunch of kids like chose our podcast to like as like an example to like podcast that they like.
We had like little advertisers out there.
We had like students using our First of all, they're using our podcast in school. I said pussy before on this podcast, so I said
once,
it twice
probably.
Now. I said it twice now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fact that that's awesome, you know,
good for schools
letting them, you know. So shout out my brother Eric.
Yes,
and all of his buddies that listen to this.
Yeah,
you know?
and my cousin Alex, who also did that and told me about it.
Yes. Fucking shout out Alex, you're the man.
Big boy, yep.
Gibbs,
boy.
Allie Gibb. Freaking shout out, dog. Yeah. That's awesome. But yeah, dude. What the fuck were we just talking about?
The World of Warcraft and people in high school that were ashamed of it.
Man, big stinky idiots.
Eric.
Yeah, dude. And my little brother being a savage. But yeah, dude, I remember this kid in high school. No name names, but we were in biology class. I love how I remember the freaking actual class. We were in biology class, and this dude was like, he sat like 2 things away from me. I'll tell you who it was when we're not on air.
Hell yeah. John will probably put 2 and 2 together by the end of the story.
John will figure it out. But dude, we're sitting like right next to each other, and then we were in this biology class, and he was like, I guess relatively popular kid, and like I didn't really know anyone in the class. It was like our freshman year of high school. And he like leaned over and he was like, "Hey, Bars." And I was like, "What's up, dude?" He's like, "You play World of Warcraft, right?" And he said he calls it WoW. Everyone called it WoW at the time. He's like, "You play WoW, right?" And I was like, yeah. Why are you whispering?
Yeah, a little bit, bro.
I was like, "Why are you whispering?" He's like, so do I. And he like wrote his like his gamer tag thing on a piece of paper and like slipped it to me. He was like, "Add me, bro." And then he was like, "Don't tell anybody that I play though."
That is wild.
And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Just because my friends aren't big fans of it." And I was like, that was the moment that I was like, wow, bitch ass shit.
Yeah,
like that's some bitch ass shit. If you're like, dude, I remember I wore Converse for the first time in 8th grade.
You got roasted.
And kids are like, "What are you wear fucking Converse?" Dude? Hey, it's my shoes. Like, I'm just wearing shoes. Like, why do you care what shoes I'm wearing?
Yeah.
You know? Oh, dude, come on. And it's hilarious because I would see that I still have it runs off like the game World of Warcraft runs off like a little like what would you call it? Like Blizzard's like little like it's like a little online chat thing that pops up when you log on your computer.
Yeah, they have what's it called? It's like Epic Games, like Fortnite. What's it called?
It's like the little play user interface.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Whatever.
Every single time you log on your computer. What's it called?
Yeah, it's like Steam. It's like a streaming.
It's like a streaming thing. Yeah, for those who
you log on and like play a game.
You log on and you play a game. But when you open when I open my laptop, it pops up all the time.
Meta Knight?
Yeah. That designer. Yeah. Where did he go? Real quick.
Yeah. He was one and done kind of guy.
Everyone was like, yeah, they went to one of his shows. He was like, he just vomits on stage the whole time, so we're gonna leave. But dude, yeah, okay. So let me finish this fucking story before I get off track.
Sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, I keep wanting to talk about designer and how he spits on people.
No, it's my fault.
Okay. Yeah. I'll blame it on you. So I open my laptop and I can see who's on. And I haven't played in a long time. And that fucking kid, freshman year, it said last played like 12 hours ago. I'm like, this dude's still playing this game. And it was like 8 years ago. And he's like,
that was 8? Holy shit. Dude. Freshman year of high school was 8 years ago.
Was it?
Yes.
Was it 8 years ago? What was it, 20? We graduated. We started.
Graduated from college. Freshman year of high school.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. 2010. It's been 9 years. 9 years.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That same kid, actually, I was in homeroom with him. It'd actually be hilarious if you listen to this. Yeah. I was in homeroom with him, and the way he introduced himself to me is he told me that he was a professional knife thrower. I swear on my life. He's like, literally, freshman year, first class, first 45 minutes of freshman year of like the actual school day. This dude's going, yeah, dude, I throw knives for a living. And I'm like, for a living?
You're 13.
You're 14.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm sponsored by, I was like, what? I remember saying, what knives do you throw? He's like,
Swansonites.
Remington. I was like, oh, damn, wow, maybe you do.
You are a real knife thrower. Oh my God, I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Wild.
It's weird seeing like kids like that from high school, like all grown up and shit. Like they're all good dudes. Like everyone's like a good person usually afterward. Like I haven't like seen a guy that used to like I used to not be cool with in high school like recently and be like, oh, that guy still sucks. Like usually they're like they've like made up for the suckiness of themselves.
For sure.
I probably sucked a little bit in high school too. I mean,
definitely sucked in high school.
We all sucked. We're talking about just like we're contrary to we didn't suck, we just sucked, you know. But yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking wild. So oh, dude, I wrote this down because I wanted to talk about it. I don't know if anyone's heard of this shit. My friend Kelsey told me about this shit yesterday, and it is the weirdest shit I've ever heard. And I don't know, have you heard of Momo?
Dude, yeah. That was like,
have you heard of this shit?
That was like you fucking.
Was that like recently? Was that recently?
Well, it was like fake, first of all.
Okay, well, people think it's real. Yeah. So I'm going to put the kibosh.
It's like what they call like an internet phenomenon, or like a
internet phenomenon. What did they say? I Googled it and I read a bunch of shit today because I wanted to be right about it. The internet, they called it, first of all, okay, if you don't know what this is, Momo apparently was this internet, what did they, it's not a folklore. It's like an internet,
no, it was like a challenge. They were calling it like the Momo challenge.
Yeah, that's what it was too. But they called it like a urban legend on, like they said it's an internet urban legend. And I was like, unless there's rocks involved, you can't. There's no legends, like castles and shit. That's legends,
For rocks.
Yeah, I feel like when you urban legends, there's like debris around you. But dude, no, it was okay. So there's this thing called Momo, and it was this like challenge that they took this weird face of this. Okay, so I Googled it, and it's this Japanese doll, right? That this artist made this really fucked up looking Japanese doll. And it has like kind of no hair. If you want to Google it, it's fucking creepy looking. It is. And it has like this patchy. It's like a girl's like, it's like if you ever see like claymation kind of,
yeah, but
like a really refined claymation. Yeah, John pulled it up. It's super fucking fucked up. Yeah, so it's like she's got like a really weird hairline, and she's all like fucked up, and it's like this weird claymation doll.
We'll throw it up for the video podcast too.
And it I guess this challenge is that like it like seeps into the kids like commercials or like
they made videos of like kids programs, and like halfway through it like came on the screen.
Yeah, and it would like try to get them to like do weird like fucked up shit.
Yeah, like turn on the stove and like
and like try to kill themselves or their parents and shit.
Yeah,
and like there was like a bunch of cases of like a little kids like killing their parents, like killing people.
No, that is literally the opposite of what happened.
Really?
Yes. That is why it's so
There's
fucked
like
up.
4 instances in the UK that it happened though, and that's why people are freaking out. Because like it happened a couple times, and now everyone's like, it's happening everywhere.
Yeah, I remember like I saw a bunch of articles where it was like, no one has died. Like, this isn't like a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I did see that a ton, and that's why I was like, there's
calling
no
it
way.
Like an internet. What do they keep calling it?
Like
it
was a phenomenon.
Yeah, but it was like, I don't know.
It was like a fad. That like people.
It was like something
to, like,
people saw. One person saw it and tweeted it, and it was like, "Oh my god, this is such a problem!" And everyone's like, "Oh,
yeah, dude." It was
because like you see one tweet and it's like, "Oh my god, 5 people died," and you're like,
Well, dude, the thing that was so fucked up about it was that like, oh yeah, it's like kids are like murking their moms and dads and shit. And I was like, what? And I was like, really? Like how? And she was like, this Momo. Like my friend Kelsey yesterday, we were at my friend Rachel's apartment, and she was like showing us. My friend Kelsey was showing us this shit, and she was like, can you believe this shit? Like I was like, so what happens? She was like, yeah, like it, like let's say if you're watching like kids watch Paw Patrol, like it's like a kid show.
Yeah.
They'll be watching it on YouTube, and then like the video will just like go, and then like turn this crazy looking doll on, and she'll go, "Hey, go turn the stove on, and put your brother in there, and it's good," or some shit. You know what I mean?
Well, it was like, or else like Momo's gonna come in the middle of the night and like.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah.
It
was like kill your. It was like I don't know. It was like one video, but there was like a bunch of shit about it.
First of all, I mean, dude, the fact that was even like a thing.
Insane.
That like people thought that they're like, oh no, like we don't want this to happen because like if our kids see this, they're going to do it. Like, dude, oh my God, how bad of parenting is there?
That's like a bad, scary movie.
Dude, if you're a good parent, even a little bit.
I watched a YouTube video.
Well, dude, that's just grade A right there.
Do it?
Right there, dude. Don't give your 5-year-old a fucking iPad.
Oh, dude. I've seen and I'm not even saying that this is like I would know what like I would be better at handling this, but like people that just like hand their kids their like phone and they're just like,
dude, no.
That is wild.
Dude, no. Give them a book. Give them any book. Even if it's Gone with the fucking Wind, if they look at those words, it's better than them looking at like an animated dog. You know what I mean? Like, what was that stupid fucking show? Oh my God, what was that stupid show? It was with the pigs.
What? Peppa Pig?
Peppa Pig, dude.
I love that show.
Oh my God.
Peppa Pig.
The whole I watched like 2 episodes with my friend Dawn. Her daughter Nora watches that shit, and
that show's like
huge, dude. And it's just a British pig going, Peppa,
yeah,
Peppa. Let's call Cindy.
Yeah,
Cindy's like a fucking goat, and she answers the phone. Peppa, and you're like,
oh yeah, that makes sense. She's a goat.
That's like Brendan answering the phone, going, human. Hey, dude, what's going on?
Yeah.
Come on, so stupid. And there
was an
episode
do regularly.
Yeah. Hello, I'm a person.
Yeah.
Person noises. Dude, there was this episode I watched of Peppa Pig where it was Peppa. Oh my God, dude. My friend Dawn, she was dying because kids don't laugh at this, but I thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
Like, it was definitely, one of the writers was like, adults will think this is hilarious. Dude, it's like Peppa Pig can't whistle. And she's like, Mom, how do I whistle? And like her mom's like, I don't know. Why don't you call Cindy? Cindy can whistle. And she's like, okay, I'll call Sydney. And she goes to the phone and she calls Sydney. And Sydney answers the phone. She's like, Papa, what's up? And Papa's like, Sydney, I can't whistle. Can you whistle? And Sydney goes, I don't know. How do you whistle? And then Papa's like, oh, just put your lips together and blow. And Cindy's like this? And she whistles perfectly. And Peppa goes and hangs up the fucking phone on her. Just slams it on the hook and just goes,
fucking bitch.
Like literally the next line should have been, fuck Sydney. Like so close to Peppa going, fuck you, Sydney. And just slamming the, dude, it was so, I was dying that she just hung up on this.
Yeah, on the goat.
Like Peppa Pig just hung up on the goat, dude. It was so funny. I was dying.
That is my God. Fucking wild. Peppa Pig hilarious. Is out here.
Peppa.
Come on, Peppa.
Sydney, do you know how to fart? Like this?
She hangs up again.
Yeah, hangs up on her. So, because you just heard the line go, oh, and this cuts to Sydney like, Peppa?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So funny, dude. Oh man.
That is fucking wild. We're at 30.
Okay. So I was literally about to say, Brendan was like, hey, can you set a timer today? And I was like, sure, and I didn't. So I'm gonna fucking do that.
Video's back. Here we go.
Swag. That's a brief intermission.
Yeah. Hope you guys got a nice drink of water, maybe hit the bathroom, whatever.
Yeah. See yourself out of whatever living situation you're in right now. And take 5. I would love for someone that's listening to get up and just walk around for like 5 minutes and pretend like they're getting water at a place.
I want to know what people do when they it's that's weird to think about. Like what people are like are all you guys driving around, but people that watch the video are just chilling. Like
people are probably just chilling. I mean, we saw that some of the analytics that there's people in like a different country. There's like because we're on
we're worldwide.
We're worldwide, dude.
Don't worry about it.
We're fucking worldwide. We pay for that. That's our privilege. So yeah, we're fucking worldwide, dude. So you can't use that lightly. But yeah, dude, we're on Anchor and all that shit.
Yes.
Shout out Anchor is it's a new podcast app if you like that. If that's easier. Someone's been telling me that Spotify just stinks donkey balls and stinks farts for them, and I don't know why, but sometimes
major mixed reviews on where people are listening.
Yeah, sometimes Spotify, sometimes doesn't work out. So
download Anchor, and if you like that, then
do that. And if you have an iPhone, it's on Apple Podcasts. And if someone asks me if it's on Apple Podcasts or Spotify again, I'm gonna pull my pants down. Just wherever I'm at, I'm gonna pull my pants down, and it's gonna be awkward for all of us. So, just know that, please. Just know that.
I so hope
I'm wearing a belt. Be a long process.
That one day, someone's just like, "Bro, Barsh just pulled his pants down in front of everybody."
I asked him about Spotify, and he just literally pulled his pants down. We were getting communion at mass.
You have a "We're on Spotify" tattoo on your ass.
Yeah, Look at it. It's branded on my body. Oh man, but yeah, dude. I don't know. All I know is my neighbor has a fence in their front yard.
Yeah,
and that's
you hate. That's like a big
reality.
issue with you and your family. Your family. I remember when that fence went up, and that was not okay.
Hey, unless you're a kingdom, don't have anything protecting your front door like a fence. Like, come on. If you don't have a moat,
I was just gonna say, not even a moat.
Yeah, if you don't have like lake access, don't put a fence in your front yard. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Dude, she doesn't have a fence in her backyard, and that's the weirdest part. There's no fence in the backyard.
But they barely have a backyard, right?
Their backyard's the same backyard as my backyard. We got the same backyards. That's an alliteration.
Backyard.
If there ever was one,
Yeah.
Dude, we have the same. So me and my neighbor, and she's kitty corner. She's like the corner of the kitten. I don't know.
Shout out Barsh's neighbor.
Shout out First of all, 3 people came up to me in the past month and asked me if they were my neighbor, and I was like, I don't know. I thought only one person lived there, but I guess all 3 of you do. And she has this fluorescent white fence in her front yard, and not only does that diminish the property value of the surrounding homes, know your real estate. Shout out Miss McCory. Shout out real estate agents.
Yeah, my mom's a real estate agent. So
shout out real estate.
Shout out
real estate.
John McCory Real Estate.
Shout out John McCory Real Estate. And that's how I know that. And if we had a homeowner society, they'd be knocking on your front gate, lady.
You'd have to draw down the drawbridge.
Yeah, dude.
Hell.
Fuck. Lay down your arms. Because first of all, no one's... Dude, I talked about this on my Snapchat when the mail lady tries to give her mail, dude. She has to unlock the fence and like go up to the porch and put in her mailbox. And sometimes she can't, like, it was so fucking cold recently that the locks were frozen, and she was trying to do it, and she just tossed her fucking mail over the thing, and it landed in the bush. And she was just like, I literally saw her go, fuck this bitch, fuck this fence. It's cold as shit. Here's your stupid chase bills. And just lobbed him over the frickin' fence.
It's in the bush.
It was awesome. I was like, that's what she gets, dude. Why do you put a fence in your front yard, dude? Like, oh, it sucks. I can't. I mean, it looks stupid in front of my house. Everyone's like, is that your house? The one with the big fence? I'm like, no, the one next to it. when it looks like shit because of it.
Yeah. They're like, oh my God.
I don't know. I'm too mad about it. Does
your neighbor have a fence in the front yard?
It's unheard of.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You must be... I'm
so
sorry.
So upset about that. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I mean, it's a great Uber driver call out. You know what I mean? But other than
the
that,
one next to the big giant fence.
Yeah. I mean, whatever, dude. She was reckless and put that shit in her front yard. You know what we did? We put a swing on her fucking property, dude. Yeah. So we have a little patch of grass that's like technically her property.
And that swing.
And my grandpa fucking made a swing. He built a swing.
Your grandpa is like carpenter guy.
Yeah. He's
like I remember like being at your house like when we were little and you're like, dude, look at this boat. My grandpa built this boat.
Dude, yeah. He would just like randomly build. I mean, your grandpa is savage too, dude.
Savage established.
I would love to have just every grandpa in the neighborhood just come together and build something. If we needed to build an ark, dude, if we needed to build the ark, all the grandpas, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
They could build the ark, bro. I mean, they just know. I don't know.
And then we'd throw them all off it.
Yeah, dude. Well, you're too old. I mean, we figured it was a sacrifice.
Well, we only have so much grain. Yeah. I mean, what do you...
And you got celiacs, Mike, so you shouldn't be here. You're 87 and have celiacs, so...
You said...
Dude, celiacs. Imagine it's gluten-free, dude. That's how I found out what that was when I went to the doctor, and I was like, my butt keeps fucking with me. And he was like, well, don't say it like that. And I was like, it's just too much.
No, that's the scientific term. My butt keeps fucking with me.
I slam open the door like that little girl in the dentist's office in Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
You know, when the cartoons, when they open the door and you don't even see the door open, it just already slammed.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Knocks a picture off the wall.
Yeah. Brutal. But
that's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Celiacs.
Throwing old people off the ark. Love that.
But yeah, dude, I got a swing. I love how we can bounce from celiacs to swing in like 8 seconds.
Yeah. Well, we were talking before we started, like 45 minutes is noticeably longer.
Yeah, dude. I was like, the second it hit 31, I was like, are we done yet? I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And I was just sweating eggs over here. But I don't know, bro. I got a swing you know. But here's something else. I don't know. I talked about last time I left my recent place of work, other than this podcast, obviously bringing in the fucking...
Yeah, we're stacking chips
Ching.
here.
Ching.
We won't disclose how much, but we're stacking chips.
All I hear when all I do is when I open my Chase account, I just hear an Asian woman going, blackjack. And then I go, thank you. Ching, dude. So fucking sick. But I got a new job. And it's my calling. It's unarmed security. And I went to a class today, dude. I'm a security guard,
insanity.
You know? No, I'm not, but I kind of am. No, my dad's buddy runs a really cool security company, and I'm in there, like swimwear. So like I'm doing that shit, and it's fucking cool. So
you're gonna be freaking.
I gotta take a lot of Jet Li classes.
Body slamming people.
Yeah, it's the reason balance? It's no, we're good. This thing's cool. We got a new.
I put the mic stand on the tripod today, so we're mixing it up.
We're set.
We're figuring it out.
We're set. But yeah, dude, it's a very dangerous. It's a very, very dangerous unarmed security position. I'll be at a Pep Boys. I'll be whining and dining with the most realist of the gangsters, you know.
I'm actually a security guard that hands out free samples at the grocery store. So.
Yeah. I give you the dollar seeds, you know.
Yeah.
Sure you don't want to grow some daffodils? It's March 11th. Speaking of which,
I know my plants are killing it.
Brendan's got frickin' plants up there, dude. Mine all fucking died.
Yours got like moldy.
Yeah, because you know why? Because I planted Chinese dragon lanterns. Like,
I have those over there too.
Hey, do you really?
Yeah. Why 2 of them?
Are you serious?
Grab that and show the. Well, you're like locked in.
Here,
over
no,
here.
I got it. If you're looking at the video podcast, John's gonna do it. Of course, fucking man.
Look at our little sprouts we got.
Oh, no, do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
For it. You're in there.
Sparse.
Okay, you wanna go? I thought he was gonna go. I thought he was gonna show. We got. Look at. So if you're listening to this, Brendan's got about what, like,
those guys
10?
are going wild.
He's got 10 little plants sprouting in his room in this little homemade
and literally, I'm not kidding you, every one of my family members went, "Were you growing weed?"
Yeah. Like
come on, Mom.
Hey, Mom, would I ask you for help if I was?
Yeah. I asked you for a trowel, Mom. I'm not like.
How much should I till my bud? Thanks, Mom.
When's he getting to smoke, Mom?
Yeah.
I can.
You want to do? Yeah.
So yeah, these were.
Plop it up.
These are basil and I don't know.
There's
like a lot of stuff in there, and I forget what I put where. So
we were at Home Depot.
We're just gonna kind of figure it out. I think.
Where were we at when we got?
Yeah, we were at Home Depot.
Home Depot. We were at Home Depot perusing the.
Dude, when me and Jake are out and about, you literally have no idea where we're gonna end up.
This is what happens. We're driving somewhere. Brendan will go, "Do you want to go to Home Depot?" And I'm like, "Yeah, all right." And we'll go in there, and I'm like, "Well, I gotta get something. I can't just leave without a tool because I'm in Home Depot." We go
to stores to buy things.
Literally, he was like, "I'm going to get some plants." I'm like, "All right, I'll go with. I'm not buying anything."
Well, I had seeds from the dollar store. These are from the dollar store.
Yeah. By the way, you can grow anything for like 80 cents.
Yeah, and then I went and picked up this little thing.
It's cool, dude. It's a little like
little
long tray with just little cylinders of soil that we
like hydrate.
Yeah.
We need to get you more. We need to get you growing.
Yeah, dude. Well, I got a cactus. I bought a cactus one just because I thought that would be hilarious to grow. And
check out this cactus.
Yeah, dude. I got like first of all, there's 100 seeds in this thing, so I'm thinking, am I gonna grow a desert? Like what? Like that's
because that's how the whole biome system works.
That's
when you plant a desert seed, and
it's a community college improv joke. That's what that is. But yeah, dude. Oh, you ever see those? I went to a community college improv show.
I've only been to really bad improv shows.
This one guy was like, "So what do you? Give me one." Dude, I swear to God, a guy shouted out, "Shut up!" Can you imagine? You're on stage and someone tells you to shut up. Hey, if you ever want to make me laugh, come see me do stand up and tell me to shut up. I'll go, "Fuck yeah, man," and then drop the mic and then I'll just
what? I will.
I'll walk straight off the stage. I won't even take the stairs. I'll just walk off the stage.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Just fall.
Even if it's a really awkward step down for me, where it's like my knees all the way up to my chest. I'll do it.
Shut up. Watch you like grow your comedy career to the point where like all your fans, when you walk on stage, is like, "Shut up."
They just all tell me to shut up immediately. I go, "How are you doing, everybody? Shut up."
Jake Barcelona in Madison Square Garden. Shut up.
Everyone's like, "Shut up." I'm like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
"Thank you. You shut up." Crowd goes wild. But dude,
nice. We're at 44:15, so we got 45 seconds left for these beautiful people.
Cool. But there was something else I was gonna say. Oh, real quick story. I was at an improv thing when I was in high school, and we had this little variety show. And there's my timer that I didn't want to set because it would make that noise, and I set it this time, and it made that noise, and now I'm angry.
Nice.
But there was this. I was in this improv thing in high school. It was a variety show, and there's this. We did like these it was called Scenes from a Hat. We did this little segment called Scenes from a Hat, and there was like maybe 100 people there. And so what we did was you pull a scene from a hat and like a little like suggestion from a hat, and like someone will walk out and do like an improv thing, or they'll tell like an improv joke or do something. And I think it was this kid named Kevin pulled out like a suggestion, and the suggestion was bad science fair projects. And he walks out in the middle of the stage, and he has nothing in his hands. He's pretending like he's holding a box, and he goes, "It's a desert." And I swear to God, his brother is in the only solo, like the solo seat in the theater, and he goes, "Ha ha, prick," and called him a prick. He was 17, dude. It was I'll tell Kelly what it was after. Yeah. But dude, he goes, it's a desert, and he goes, "Ha, prick." Just dude, I laughed so hard on stage. I almost pointed at him. That's how funny it was. I was, oh my God, dude,
that is wild.
So funny.
You love people getting heckled for being a stand-up comedian.
Just imagine you on stage and your brother calls you a prick during your high school show. What?
Yeah, that's wild. Any high school show is just like...
First of all, his brother's the kind of guy that wears like the Letterman, and it said theater on the back, and he's like 30 now, so... No one took his word for it.
Know exactly what you're talking about.
Everyone's like, "Oh, so you're the prick," you know? So
coming from a guy who did theater and also wore a Letterman.
Yeah. Hey, you're wearing a Letterman that says theater on it, you know? Your varsity tee, you know? But
you used to rock your
Yeah, dude. I used to rock my dad's Letterman because that shit was hilarious. I thought I was like, you know, I was a cool guy for that.
You were a cool guy for that.
It was cool, dude. They used to like sew the names on the inside. Like it said like
really?
James Barcelona, like really cool on the inside, and then cursive, like sewn. Like some lady in a factory was like, "I must do this for Jim." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know. And now they just give you like a generic Marshalls one. They go, it's from us. You know, $48.
I paid for it.
Yeah.
We don't know where it's from.
Or the high school rings. You know.
Still got mine.
$800 for like a ring you wear once.
I wear it never.
You know,
I'll probably maybe wear it to like no, I'm not gonna wear my ring to a reunion.
yeah.
That dude.
Oh, hey, look, you're wearing your ring. You held on to it for a while. Cool. You know? Oh, that's funny. That's a baby slam. I'm sorry. Oh man.
No, you're good.
All right, we gotta wrap this up. I'm sweating like a foreigner in a Catholic church, dude. This is brutal. Oh my God. Ow. I wear the worst. I'm wearing the tightest jeans.
You are also just full on crotch.
Look at these. I look like a
right
baseball player, dude. I got my why are my jeans way up here? You know, when your jeans hit your knees, they're too tight or small, you know? So all right, guys. Thanks for thanks for the support. Loving it, loving you. From all of us here at the Verified Podcast Studios, Mock Media Incorporated.
LLC, not incorporated.
Well, yeah, there's probably a difference that he's going to yell at me about in about 5 minutes. So.
No, I won't yell at you.
Actually, incorporated is...
I'll just inform you.
Right. All right, guys. Thanks very much. Tune in next week.
See you guys.
Mr. King.